it's easy to, it's easy to kind of walk through your career and walk through your work life, and you should even walk through school and not be visible. But you're missing out. You're missing out on being a leader. You're missing out on participating in some really interesting things. So always be visible, especially whenever there are problems and even opportunities. Be visible and make yourself seen within the workplace. The shadow that you cast is always critical to success. So, to cast a shadow, you have to be visible. And at the same time, run to the problem. So when you see problems in the company you're working in, whether it's a small company or a large company, be visible, run to those problems, and help solve the problems. Always challenge the status quo, and always challenge the standard operating procedures. Complexity and bureaucracy in a business, large or small, is always the enemy. And whatever you're doing, if it's not adding or helping, stop doing it. And you do that by challenging the status quo and looking to do things differently, simplifying everything. Companies, once they've been around for a while, develop processes and complicate, things with, additions to their processes, but always look to simplify everything. I think the best thing that you can always do is network. So you see companies that you want to work for aggressively, understand who the key leaders are, other employees, and build relationships. When I started my career, I started in the advertising agency world. I wanted to be an account executive. The market wasn't great at the time. Obviously, we weren't in a worldwide pandemic, but the market wasn't great. My effort was just identifying the companies that I really wanted to work for and the roles that I wanted to work for within those companies, and then going out of my way to introduce myself and to network. Obviously, we have the internet, and LinkedIn is an option, and email is an option. But I will also tell you that the digital world, a lot of those things will get lost. So if you've identified some really strong potentials, then mail something. If you're in the market, stop by. If you're in Dallas, if that's where you want to be, as an example, stop by, drop a resume, drop a note, but continually go out of your way to network in creative ways. And I think the only other thing I would say about that is, once you've kind of identified the type of role and the type of companies that you want to work in this day and age, I wouldn't be more particular than that. And if you can get a role, then get the role, even if it's not exactly what you want. Get the role and go in and prove yourself, and then you'll get the role that you want. It happens that way every time. When I started, the role that I got was not really the role that I had, dreamed up for myself. But I went in and I worked really hard and entrenched myself in the business, and always worked to go above and beyond, and doors begin to open up. People are going to fail. Groups are going to fail. Organizations are going to fail. It's how you overcome the failure that's really, really important. I mean, I look back, especially with some of the things I've been working on most recently, if we didn't fail in a certain software release or in the user's experience with the software, then it wouldn't be approved the next time around. Some of our failures have, cost money and set us back and have cost us customers. But owning it only makes us better. Worry about what other people think and will they respect us. But I would worry more about people who have never failed or cover their failures, because they're just not being honest with themselves, and they're not being honest with the organization. People are going to make mistakes, and people are going to fail. I think it's how you overcome those by owning them and doing it differently next time and making it better. If there's a lack of respect because you failed the first time, there should be a lot of respect because you succeeded, the next time. And I've seen that bear itself out many times over the years.